Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here's my orange face, but I haven't been for a sunbed for a few weeks and I haven't worn makeup for a few weeks, and today I went to the dentist and put makeup on and was like, hello there Oompa Loompa. Anyway, I digress. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh, what's this? Hello. I am Carly Taylor. I am currently, how many weeks out? 7 weeks out, I think. Fuck, I don't know, hang on. So I am, shit, I'm 6 weeks out on Sunday. Fuck. Anyway, so I'm 6 weeks out from, allegedly, from PCA London. So I decided to do that show in the toned figure category. And that is the week before finals. And my goal is really just to get a British invite and do the finals. I'm gonna, can you fuck off? My goal is really to get an invite and do the finals, because I obviously got an invite before but didn't compete because I got married. So that's my plan. I have done quite a short prep, so I've only actually probably been properly dieting for the last 4 weeks, I think. So a really short prep. I feel like I'm starting to come in, but I go through peaks and troughs where I'm feeling really good and then I feel like I'm miles away. And I will not step foot on stage unless I am as good as I was last time or better. I'm not even like bothered about if I'm not better. Cat, I'm warning you. I'm not even bothered about just being better, because I've not trained in off season really to compete again, and I've done a really short prep. If I'm just as good as I was last time, I'll be ecstatic. So that's kind of where I'm at just now. It is hard. I put my Insta story the other day about how I find it really easy and it's fine and life is good. Peace out, motherfuckers. It has hit me hard this week, purely from a tiredness point of view. I will send you for adoption. Cat. So I'm doing, my cardio is literally just spread up. So about a week and a half ago I was doing maybe 55 minutes, 45 minutes, then it went to 55, then it went to an hour and 15, and yesterday I went up to an hour and a half a day. I never did that much cardio in my last prep ever. So yeah, I'm scared. I'm really struggling on low days, so when I'm not training I'm basically on like no carbs. I'm tactically trying to spread my meals out, so I'm like making 2 or 3 meals out of one meal just so that I'm grazing throughout the day, because I like to pick at things during the day. I can't just have 3 meals, I'll really struggle with that. So I'm just trying to make it as flexible as possible with regards to that, so swapping carb sources out, and Rosie, who's my coach, is awesome with kind of letting me do that. So I'm checking in twice a week, so I'll check in tomorrow. I will go down and see Rosie on Friday as well. So Stephen and I are going to go down to Leeds. We're going to see Rosie and do a kind of face-to-face check-in, do some posing and see how we're doing really. But yeah, me and my wee Oompa Loompa face, I'm feeling a bit like we're going to do what we need to do. The thing is, Rosie could ask me to like do 5 hours cardio and I would do it, because I just do what I'm told. Like, it comes down to that. Like, I will do everything she asks me to do. So yeah, I'm very tired. I just finished work. I'm gonna go and train. I'm doing hamstrings and glutes, and then I will do my cardio, and then I'll come home and eat my salmon, which I love so much. Like, I love my dinner so much. My weight has not shifted, so I started, let's see, I started this prep probably around 65.2 and I've came down to 63.5. I've been sitting like around 63.5 probably for the past couple of weeks. It's kind of gone up and down. Post low days my weight drops right down and then I have a high day and it goes back up. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this cardio helps it. So I thought I would just do a quick update actually, seeing as update I spoke to you yesterday. But I feel like who needs filler in the jaw when you just diet a wee bit? So somebody asked me, I did an Instagram story. What the fuck did they ask me? How I cope with, hang on. So tips on coping with work stress and training. Help me. So, for me, it's reprioritising, taking a step back and actually thinking about what is stressing you out. So in the past year, probably, or even like this year, I've been very much of the opinion that training and everything to do with diet should not be causing me additional stress. So if work is stressful, then training should actually help with that, instead of add to it. I think for me, like if I look at how my head is at this like current moment in time, my head is very much like, okay, what am I prepared to do, or how much am I prepared to put into this prep? I'd always gone with the kind of approach that I didn't want it to be consuming everything that I do, and to put me in a negative state. I very much was just like, I just want to get abs, and I can't diet unless I'm jumping on a stage. And I feel like just now I'm very much of the mindset, if it's going to take like 6 weeks of doing 1.5 hour cardio sessions and being fucking miserable, I'm not cool with that. I'm not up for that. I've got too much on at work. It doesn't pay the bills. It's a hobby. So I'd very much rather be like, okay, let's diet and then maybe do a photo shoot or something at the end. Like, it's not the be all and end all for me. I don't aspire to be a professional bodybuilder. I just want to be healthier and feel good about how I look. And just now I actually feel quite good about how I look. But I'm kind of like, I want to go through that process of getting quite shredded and seeing how much I can transform my shape, which is what I really enjoy about dieting. So I'm going down to see Rosie. So we're driving down to Leeds tonight, and then I'm meeting with Rosie tomorrow, and I think that's going to help me kind of decide what I want to do. I'm very conscious that I can be quite reactive, so I can be like, nah, that's what I'm doing because of how I feel in that like given moment. So I'm trying to not overthink about it and really reflect about what my thoughts were when I went into this, what I was prepared to give up, what I was prepared to put in. And it's not saying that, okay, it's gotten a bit hard, I can't do it. It's just that it isn't my fucking priority at the moment. Like, it doesn't pay the bills. I want to do well at work. I've got potential opportunities coming up this year that I want to knuckle down and focus on, and I don't want to be sat in work thinking, oh fuck, I need to fucking train tonight and I'm tired and exhausted and hungry. As well as what I find really hard is that when I do have a stressful week, not having something, not being able to go and, I guess, release that stress at the weekend. And I don't mean going out and like having a mad one, but going out, having a fucking gin, or just like getting a pizza with Steven. I feel like with prep and work, it's just constant. So it's, when I'm not working, I'm working on training, and it's a bit of a vicious cycle. So that's where I'm at just now. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Rosie says tomorrow. She is an awesome coach. Look at the state of my nails, I picked them all off. She is an awesome coach, and she's very balanced, and I think her views, and she's been there and done that and probably felt everything that I'm feeling. So it'll be really good to get kind of her insights as to how she can help me. So yeah, that's where I'm at. We'll see what happens. I'm not saying I'm giving up, I'm just saying I'm maybe just going to have to revisit and adjust what my goal is. And if my goal is to do a photo shoot, I'm quite cool with that. I've never done one. That'd be awesome. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Doug is in the car, waiting for Steven. As usual, never on time. I need Botox done badly. At least I'm getting a bit of a jaw. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And on that note, let us drive to Leeds. Say hi.
Hi.
This is very nice. Welcome to my, what's it I used to say? Well, I'll show you a boot. time is it? It's 11:15. And we're just making food because we just arrived. But this is where we are staying. It's very nice. Bathroom. Living room. Jobs are good. And it's dog friendly. Oh. Oh. Hello. How? Doug. Oh. Hello. Oh, I'm trying to slouch down. So, do I do Carly from the future? Let's do Carly from the future. It's Carly from the future. I obviously met with Rosie yesterday and haven't updated since. So before I go into the next clip, basically spoke to Rosie, told her how I was feeling, and there's probably a couple of key things. I talked through about the fact that when I'd started talking about not competing and realigning what I was wanting to do, that I felt relief, and we both agreed that feeling relieved coming to that kind of decision was very indicative that it was the right thing to do. So we both agreed that I hadn't had enough time beforehand to really get my food consistent, my calories up, so that we would have more food to play with going into this prep. What happened was that because of my travel and there was some days I wasn't eating, we didn't really have, or didn't know what our starting point was, I guess. So it was a bit of an uphill battle from the get-go. So for instance, I've been doing probably like race days about 1,000 calories, training days 1,400 calories. I never went that low in my last prep at all, and bearing in mind I should have still had another 6 weeks to go, and I was doing an hour and a half's cardio. I think I just said that. So not having a lot of tools left at this kind of stage was really concerning, and the fact that my body wasn't playing ball because of the stress. So my output was so high in comparison to my input, and still my body was like, no bitch. Plus with the last time I did a prep, I was in a different role on Amazon, where it wasn't stressful, there wasn't as much required from me, I guess, and I wasn't getting the pressure from work and then leaving and getting the pressure from prep. It was work and then prep, and prep was kind of my, not stress, but it's where I needed to focus, and I could do that. This time I can't do that. So what I found was I was really stressed in work. I was stressed outside of work with prep, so I really didn't have anywhere to kind of release or chill out. I didn't have any crutch. I wasn't having any, not even as if I had any cheat meals still, because they were all taken out. And then I had to look at myself and say, what do I want to do? Do I want to be a professional bodybuilder? No. Does it pay the bills? No. It was very much a kind of on a whim, fuck it, let's do it. Nice to have, as opposed to this is my absolute be all and end all, which it's not. So Rosie and I had a really good chat, and what I'm looking to do is I'm still looking to diet. I'm not saying I don't want to diet at all. I just need to not be stressed. So we are going to keep training to 3 days a week. We're going to keep my cardio to 3 days a week with like a class or whatever, and we're going to aim to do a photo shoot maybe mid to beginning of October, end of October, because I've got an Ireland trip for Paula's 30th, end of October. So that's kind of where we're at. We did my body fat as well, which you'll have seen in the video, where I'm sitting around 19-20% body fat just now, and to get into Photoshop probably photo shoot condition, I probably need to be about 14%. So we reckon about 7 pounds is what I need to lose, which is totally doable. And we actually think that the fact that I'm now not going to be stressed, I'm probably going to find that really easy. So needless to say, after I decided not to compete. I was like, what the fuck am I eating tonight? So yeah, this is what I had to eat. I'm so excited. Mine. Oh. Doug.
Sit. Sit there.
Nom 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 nom.
Sit.
Had my pizza. It was fucking glorious. For those that are asking, I get a thin and crispy because it means I can eat it and not feel suicidal. So I ate that easily. I then ate a packet of peanut butter M&Ms and a sheer size Galaxy caramel. I'm still full. Like, it's 25 to 11 Saturday morning. I am still full. Plus I've just drank a coffee and a Monster. So that's where I'm at. I'm just going to do my first circuits class with Body by Amy in 500 GWR, which I'm really looking forward to. I really like doing circuit classes and spin classes when I'm doing some more intense cardio, so I'm going to give that a bash this morning, and then I'm going to train legs. I trained at Ultra Flex yesterday and did just a wee upper workout, so now I'm going to do that and then I'll do my legs later. So I'm really actually so motivated. As well as that, I'm kind of looking at exploring potentially doing some personal training qualifications. So I went to do that before, probably about 4 years ago, I think. I signed up with a training provider, got all the material, and then Stephen and I got back together, and it just kind of got forgotten about, which is fine. But it's always been something that I'm like, I used to always say I wouldn't want to mix both, like, because I get my pleasure out of training, but I actually really want to help people, and I get approached a lot by folk asking me to train them, to asking if I do personal training, if I can come and kick their arse in the gym. And I've always declined that because I just, for me, don't feel comfortable doing that without having the qualifications or the knowledge. So I want to really, for my own development, get those qualifications and then kind of just see what happens. Because the approach I'm taking is, I've got absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I was speaking to Body Core Training that are based out of Glasgow. They've got a training hub in Glasgow. Met with them today just to kind of talk through what does that look like. Is it something I can commit to? And what I really like about them is that I can do it in my own time, so I can take as long as I like, as little as I like, which is awesome for me being full-time, because I'm not obviously going to give up work. This is kind of a, I don't want to say hobby, but it's me just developing myself. So we're looking at that, and that'll be my level 2 and level 3, which means I would be a qualified PT. And then I'd like to go and do something nutrition focused, so looking at macro nutrition potentially after that. So I think I can do this in about 5 months if I really study. So I'm really excited, which is awesome because I've not been really motivated. So photo shoot pending, gonna start looking at my own development and be less stressed and love life. So yeah, I'm really excited. Let me know if you want to kind of follow my journey with getting my qualifications. I'd really like to hear from folk that have done that have kind of transitioned from full-time working something completely different into personal training, or are doing both. Like, I'd really like to hear what you gotta say. So I'm feeling very positive today. I really need to poo because I drank a lot of coffee, but you didn't need to know that. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'm going to go do the circuits class, and then I'll maybe take you through my lower body workout later. Peace out.
Yeah. I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling real fucking good right now. You see, I'm Growing up, learning about how my mind works. Starting up the day, looking through my 49 shirts. This works, grab a towel, freshen up. Cup of coffee, take a seat, and really start waking up. I got a open mind when it comes to life. I have a plan, and my plan is to live it right. I've seen a lot in my eyes through my visions. What can happen fast if you really start tripping? People had their ups, downs, lows, and that's just how it goes. I tell them your life is a bitch and that jealousy woes. Chilling with a couple hoes from the north side, right around town, smoking us on Lake Shore Drive, cruising exhibits. Air smelling fresh and the vision is vivid. You gotta see how we living, I think we really gon' get it. Set my life on cruise control, I got my tunes turned up high as usual, and I'm feeling fine. There's nothing you can do or say to fuck up my shine. My head is strung up so high, you know I'm feeling fine. There's nothing you can do or say to fuck up my shine. Get lost up in your own mind, but don't judge me. Go ahead, worry about yourself. Not only do I not care, so does no one else. See the sun's up high, it's the noon rise. No clouds, there ain't nothing here but blue skies. I just wanna do something different, probably something other than what everyone was visioning. Paradise I'm picturing, six-figure figuring, passing on fails to baby girl and whispering, this is not a dream, but really this shit isn't how it seems. I got a whole separate ego that's making up other themes. All these scenes been buzzing around my head now. Living for the moment though, I'll never put my head down. Been around since when Double 96 was Sublime made hits, and I've been a kid since. I think I'm doing what I'm supposed to be, chilling with your girl, sipping peach Snapple tea on the beach. Feeling fine, there's nothing you can do or say to fuck up my shine. My head is strung up so high, you know I'm feeling fine. There's nothing you can do or say to fuck up my shine.